Welcome to Genesis Mentors Gyan Kosh series. Current Affairs for January 2019. Andhra Pradesh gets new High Court in Amravati, which will start functioning from 1st January 2019. Since the bifurcation of the state on 2nd June 2014, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana had a common High Court at Hyderabad. With the creation of this new High Court, the country now has 25 High Courts. The new High Court will be headed by Justice Ramesh Ranganathan. Noted sitar player Manju Mehta has been conferred with Tansen Samman for 2018 by Madhya Pradesh government for her contribution in the field of Hindustani classical music. The award was presented by Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar on inaugural function in Gwalior. Manju Mehta belongs to Bhatt family of Jaipur, which other eminent musicians like Shashi Mohan Bhatt and Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt come from. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Bogibeel Bridge in Assam. The 4.94 km long Bogibeel Bridge on Brahmaputra River will connect the two northeast states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. This bridge boasts of being Asia's second largest rail-cum-road bridge. The bridge is seen as an attempt by India to shore up its defense requirements along the Sino-Indian border. In Assam, the third Dwaijing festival has begun on the bank of Ai River at Chirang district. Dwaijing festival is an annual river festival celebrated in the Bodoland territory of Assam with various colorful events. Around 15 lakh tourists will participate in the festival. The panel headed by IIT Hyderabad chairman BVR Mohan Reddy has suggested AICTE not to allow setting up of new engineering colleges from 2020. Panel also suggested not to approve additional seats in traditional engineering areas such as mechanical, electrical, civil and electronics. Panel had suggested to introduce undergraduate engineering programs exclusively for artificial intelligence, blockchain, robotics, quantum computing, data sciences, cybersecurity and 3D printing and design. Both India and Pakistan have exchanged their list of nuclear installations. The exchange was in accordance with the Agreement on Prohibition of Attacks against Nuclear Installations and Facilities between both countries. The agreement was signed on 31st December 1988 at Islamabad. India achieved yet another milestone in the power sector with the completion of electrification in 100% households in 25 states by end of year 2018 under Saubhagya scheme. Now, only about 10.48 lakh households are left to be electrified in 4 states, namely Assam, Rajasthan, Meghalaya and Chhattisgarh. The 15th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas was held in Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. The 3-day event was organized here for the first time. The theme this year is Role of Indian Diaspora in Building New India. Several world leaders of Indian origin, including the chief guest Mr. Praveen Kumar Jagannath, Prime Minister of Mauritius, took part in the event and shared their insights on the theme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the National Salt Satyagraha Memorial at Dandi in Gujarat. The memorial has 24 narrative murals depicting various events and stories from the historic Dandi March. The march took place in the year 1930, led by Mahatma Gandhi and his fellow Satyagrahis. According to the World Steel Association, India has replaced Japan as the world's second largest steel producing country. In 2018, India's crude steel production was 106.5 metric ton and Japan produced 104.3 metric ton. China is still the largest producer, accounting for more than 51% of production. The government of Uttar Pradesh has approved construction of Ganga Expressway. As per government, it would be one of the longest expressway in the country, connecting Prayagraj to Meerut. This 600 km expressway would be constructed at an approximate cost of Rs 36,000 crores. On 8 January 2019, Lok Sabha passed the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which seeks to amend the Citizenship Act 1955. This amendment aims to make illegal migrants who are Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians eligible for citizenship. India to participate in the Program for International Student Assessment in 2021. This assessment is a terrennial international survey which aims to evaluate education systems worldwide by testing the skills and knowledge of 15-year-old students. Government announced decision to provide 10% reservation for economically weaker sections of general category. Those with annual family income below Rs 8 lakhs and owning less than 5 acres of land will be provided reservations. Gujarat CM Vijay Rupani announced on 13 January 2019 that the state government will implement this reservation with immediate effect in state for general category, economically weaker section. Kumbh 2019, the world's largest religious congregation, began at Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh on 15th January. This 7-week event will go on till 4th March. According to an estimate, the city will have footfall of 15 crore during the event. The event will have 6 Shahi Snan on Makar Sankranti, Posh Purnima, Mauni Amavasya, Basant Panchami, Maghi Purnima and Mahashivratri. Indian Railways will initiate fresh recruitment of around 230,000 more employees under various cadres over next 2 years as announced in Budget 2019. This will be a major recruitment with the benefit of 10% reservations for economically weaker section. India's fastest indigenous train, which will run from Delhi to Varanasi, has been named as Vande Bharat Express. The semi-high-speed, self-propelled train is manufactured by Integral Coach Factory in Chennai. Not only is the first made in India self-propelled train, but it was manufactured in just 18 months. The train has been designed to replace Rajdhani and Shatabdi trains in the country. ISRO launched its 46th flight of Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV-C-44, carrying satellite Kalamsat and an imaging satellite Microsat-R on 24 January 2019. The satellite launch vehicle lifted from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. The launch also marks the start of Year Space campaign. Both the defense imaging satellite Microsat-R and students-built nanosatellite Kalamsat were successfully placed in their orbit. Andhra Pradesh emerged on top of Asia Competitiveness Institute Ease of Doing Business Index 2018. Maharashtra and Delhi came in second and third place respectively. India has moved up one position to rank 80th on the Global Talent Competitive Index 2019. According to a report released by INSEAD Business School in partnership with Tata Communications and Adecco Group. Switzerland continues to top the list, followed by Singapore, the US, Norway, and Denmark. The Transparency International's Corruption Perception Index 2018 make the following observations. Denmark is the least corrupt country, scoring 88 out of 100 points, followed by New Zealand and Finland. Somalia is the most corrupt country with 10 points. India's ranking increased from 81st in 2017 to 78th in 2018. Former Defense Minister George Fernandes passed away on 29 January 2019 after a prolonged illness. He held the portfolio of Union Defense Minister under Atal Bihari Vajpayee-led NDA government from 2001 to 2004. Indian firm India Ports Global Limited formally took over the operations of Chabahar Shahid Beheshti Port in Iran, which opens a trade route between India and Central Asia bypassing Pakistan. The company opened its office following the first meeting of the follow-up committee for implementation of the trilateral Chabahar Agreement between India, Iran, and Afghanistan. The government of Pakistan has decided to launch Panda Bonds to raise loans from Chinese capital markets. Launching of Panda Bonds is a part of Pakistan's plans to move towards giving the Chinese currency a status at par with that enjoyed by the US dollar. The interest rates and the size of the bonds would be decided at later stage. Sheikh Hasina was sworn in as the Bangladesh Prime Minister for the 4th term. It is her 3rd consecutive term after her landslide victory in the 11th parliamentary elections. Sheikh Hasina's ruling party Bangladesh Awami League and its allies won 288 of the 299 parliamentary seats contested. Nobel Peace Prize winner and Pakistani activist Malala Yousafzai pens a new book titled We Are Displaced: My Journey and Stories from Refugee Girls Around the World, charting her experiences traveling the world and visiting refugee camps. Veteran actor-writer Kader Khan passed away in Canada at the age of 81. Kader Khan made his acting debut in 1973 with Rajesh Khanna's Daag and has featured in over 300 films. He wrote dialogues for over 250 movies. The central banks of the UAE and Saudi Arabia will launch a common digital currency called ABER. This will be used for financial settlements between the two countries through blockchains and distributed ledger technologies. The National Youth Day is celebrated across the country on 12th January. This year, it is 156th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. This day is celebrated so that the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda and the ideals for which he lived and worked could be a great source of inspiration for the Indian youth. India celebrated 9th National Voters' Day on 25th January 2019 for enhanced participation of citizens in electoral process. This is celebrated every year to spread awareness about the necessity of voting and to encourage young generation towards the voting rights. The merger of Vijaya Bank and Dena Bank with Bank of Baroda was approved by government to make Bank of Baroda a globally competitive leader. Union Law Minister confirmed that there will be no impact on service conditions of employees and there will be no retrenchment. Axis Bank announced its Managing Director and CEO, Shikha Sharma, has retired from the post, and Amitabh Chaudhary will be the new MD and CEO of the bank with effect from January 1, 2019. The Broadcast Audience Research Council of India has elected Puneet Goenka, MD and CEO of Zee Entertainment Enterprises Limited, as the new chairman. Yes Bank has appointed veteran banker Ravneet Singh Gill as its new MD and CEO. His tenure as approved by RBI is 3 years from the date of his joining, which is 1st March 2019. Arunima Sinha, the first female amputee to have conquered Mount Everest, created yet another record as she became world's first woman amputee to climb Mount Vinson, the highest peak in Antarctica. Virat Kohli takes 3 major honours of ICC 2018 awards. He became the first player in history to win Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy for ICC Cricketer of the Year, the ICC Men's Test Player of the Year, and the ICC ODI Player of the Year awards following an extraordinary year of 2018. The International Cricket Council also announced the men's Test and ODI teams of the year with Virat Kohli named captain of both sides. Rishabh Pant won ICC Men's Emerging Cricketer of the Year award, and Smriti Mandhana won award for ICC Women's Cricketer of the Year. Fast bowler Mohammad Shami has become the fastest Indian to claim 100 wickets in ODI. He achieved this in his 56th ODI game against New Zealand. His 100th wicket was New Zealand opener Martin Guptill. Australian Open, which is the first of 4 Grand Slam tennis events, concluded in Melbourne, Australia in January 2019. Novak Djokovic from Serbia won the men's single event. Naomi Osaka of Japan won the women's singles event. The Indonesian Masters Badminton Tournament 2019 winners are women's single Saina Nehwal from India, men's singles Anders Antonsen from Denmark, women doubles Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi from Japan, mixed doubles Zhang Sui and Huang Yaqiong from China. Vinesh Phogat became the first athlete from India to be nominated for the prestigious Laureus World Sporting Comeback of the Year award. She was injured during Rio Olympics 2016 and made a comeback after 2 years in 2018 to win gold at Commonwealth Games. She will be competing with some world-famous sportsmen such as golfer Tiger Woods, snowboarder Mark McMorris, ski racer Lindsey Vonn, figure skater Yuzuru Manyu, and para-snowboarding star Bibian Menthel-Spee. Ambati Raitu was suspended from international bowling by ICC as announced on 28 January 2019. This was done as the player elected not to submit to a test of his bowling action within the stipulated period of 14 days of being reported for a suspect action. The Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award of the Republic of India. Instituted in 1954, the award is conferred in recognition of exceptional service or performance of the highest order without distinction of race, occupation, position or sex. The Bharat Ratna awardees in 2019 are Pranab Mukherjee, He was former President of India. Bhupen Hazarika, who was an Assamese musician, and he introduced folk music of Northeast to Hindi cinema. Nanaji Deshmukh, he was leader of RSS and established the first Saraswati Shishu Mandir for promoting primary education in 1950. Padma Awards for 2019 were announced by government. This year, 112 recipients have been selected for the awards. The recipients include Gautam Gambhir, Prabhu Deva, Kader Khan, Kuldeep Nair and Sunil Chhetri among others. Tijan Bai, famous for Pandwani, is one of the awardee for Padma Vibhushan. Bachendri Pal is one of awardee of Padma Bhushan among others. Golden Globe Awards 2019 were handed on 6 January. The awards in some prominent category are as follows. Best Motion Picture Drama, Bohemian Rhapsody. Best Director in Motion Picture Drama, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. Best Actress in Motion Picture Drama, Glenn Close for The Wife. Best Actor in Motion Picture Drama, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody. That's all for this month. Hope that you like the coverage of topics. Stay tuned for more videos on Gyan Kosh. Do subscribe to our channel Genesis Mentors. Happy learning. Thank you.